With so much content whizzing around out there, there's only one storytelling platform that helps you keep calm and stay informed and inspired: Flipboard. Flipboard curates the world's stories so you can be smarter in your work, life, and play. Choose from thousands of topics to personalize Flipboard and get the latest stories from the best publishers and experts delivered to you 24/7. When you see stories you want to save or share, tap the plus button to add them to private or public collections. It's that simple. Used by millions of people every day, Flipboard is how people move themselves and the world forward. Get started now at flipboard.com. It's the E-commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's E-commerce Minute, episode 376.
In today's episode, Alibaba used customer data to create a spicy Snicker?
Yeah, yum, yum. Brands are always looking for that secret sauce to figure out what consumers want and what the next big trend or flavor will be. E-commerce giant Alibaba compiles real-time data about their customers that help customers with their product development, especially brands who live in hopes of releasing their next hot product. One case in point, Alibaba helped Mars create a new flavor of Snickers bar for the Chinese market, all based on collected consumer data. Alibaba's insight into Mars' demographic gave them the info they needed to come up with a new flavor profile. The data allowed Mars to see that consumers buying chocolate also enjoyed spicy snacks, thus the creation of the Spicy Snickers bar. The Spicy Snickers candy bar is your standard Snickers that also incorporates Sichuan peppercorn, the source of China's famous mala, numb and spicy taste. The product came together in less than a year. A typical product cycle is around 3 years. It's clear that Mars was able to use this data to streamline its product development process to create a commodity that was near enough to guarantee a sure thing. This meant they didn't have to risk precious time and resources crafting something that consumers weren't interested in. The Spicy Snickers project also helped Mars China meet its goal for 10% of revenue derived from new products. Alibaba is able to gather so much data on its customers for a few reasons. One is its reach. Alibaba is not only the world's biggest e-commerce platform with over 600 million active users, it also operates China's largest online ad business and controls a vast segment of financial transactions via Alipay. It also controls China's versions of YouTube and Netflix and owns the Hema supermarket chain, as well as a department store franchise. The second reason is privacy in China is less of an issue and data collection is much easier. Grab that data.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
On this read, it sounds like you actually were eating spicy Snickers.
I have that mala in my mouth.
My numb face. That was a rough read there, bud.
Well, what you won't hear in the edit is me trying to say spicy Snickers bar.
5 times as fast.
Spicy Snickers bar.
So this is kind of interesting. I mean, they gather data about everything, right? So it makes sense for them to kind of bring this to the world. I wouldn't want any. I mean, to me, Snickers is sweet and chocolatey and all that stuff. Spicy is like, whatever.
Right. But the Chinese palate is a lot different.
That's true.
You know, you get a lot more spice. I would actually like to get my hands on one of these. I'm sure I could probably get it via Alibaba somehow. So this is neat because they've kind of streamlined the process of getting something to market and with less chance of failure. Not to say that something using data won't fail, but it's neat how they were able to figure out and say, you know what, these people who order chocolate, they're also ordering these other, and spicy snacks are more popular in Asia than they are here. They said, well, you know, we correlate the two, let's try to do this. And they beat the time to market, you know, by 3 years, which is pretty amazing.
Right.
But the advantage Alibaba has, which e-commerce companies, including our big guy Amazon, does not, is they have Alibaba has online and offline data to learn about the consumer behaviors. So they merge the two because people who shop online may shop differently offline because it's obviously a different environment, and they can take those two and merge that data because they own it all. They own everything. So it's like they can really see about what the customer wants. It's privacy is a lot different in China because it came along a lot later and it came along a lot faster. And I don't think people think about privacy, and also because it's still a communist country. So I don't know how that works between the two, but privacy is a completely different thing in China, and they're more willing to just give up their information. But you can see how that is kind of creating innovation. So there's a big trade-off there.
Mm-hmm.
But data can't data can't win every time, because sometimes there's just intuition. And we see that all the time. It's where you have a gut feeling about something, and it's, what turns out to be a winner, as opposed to all the data in front of you will still tell you not to jump off that bridge and go somewhere else.
Right.
The one quote I wrote is, no one told Steve Jobs they need an iPhone. Consumers can only tell you their problems and needs, but you still need creativity. Creativity always wins.
It does indeed, my friend.
It does indeed. All right. So we will have this article on our website, ecommerceminute.co. Bart, do you have anything to add to this story?
Spicy. Snickers.
Spicy. I think it's time for lunch. All right. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe, or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion, or just want to say hi, find us on social media @SumoHeavy.